Back in December, the Montana Fish and Wildlife Commission unanimously voted to implement a sales cap on non-resident general deer licenses. Now, that cap would be half the number of general deer licenses, and that's separated from the elk combination licenses.
And something has to be done. We have a lot of overcrowding.
This amendment was proposed by Fish and Wildlife Commission Chair Leslie Robinson because of the concerns she was hearing in both her region and across the state.
I chose to bring forward policy to not release approximately 2,500 non-resident deer tags to protect the resource. After speaking to several Montana hunters and landowners, the overwhelming response was there are very few deer and too many non-resident hunters on the ground.
With around 2,500 less licenses, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks estimates a $1.7 million annual shortfall in license revenue for the department.
We won't see any change in the experience that hunters and recreationists have now. The experience will remain ultimately the same, but what it will impact is how much money we have to put towards those programs that would provide additional access.
And organizations like Montana Outfitters and Guides Association feel they could see the repercussions.
We also look at the real economic damage on small businesses that support gas, food, lodging, hunting, so on and so forth. We just ask that that be weighed out when these decisions are being made.
But Executive Director of MOGA, Will Israel, also shared that he understands the amendment, especially when it comes to mule deer populations.
I appreciate the hard work and effort that goes into reducing some of this pressure. There is real pressure.
I took a look at and broke down the FWP public data, resident and non-resident hunters, since 2003. Over the past 2 decades, there has been a steady increase in non-resident hunters, with the average of the last 5 years being around 20,000 more non-resident hunters compared to 20 years ago. On the flip side, resident hunting numbers have been decreasing in the past 20 years, with an average of around 172,000 resident hunters for the past 5 years. That's a 20,000 decrease compared to the average from 20 years ago. The Fish and Wildlife Commission agreed there will be an impact from decreasing the number of non-resident deer licenses, but believe this is the right course forward for now.
Just have to see what the impacts are going to be. If it's going to give them the relief in that region that they're looking for reducing those non-resident numbers, that's really just one to see. It's one to watch.
This change will be effective beginning this next hunting season. Reporting in Helena, Madeline Heath, MTN News.